Yes, hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on Cluiche with me, Seamus, Brady, your host. And in this video, I'm going to give a brief run through, recap, reaction, the whole lot to the Munster Senior Football Championship Club Final, which took place today between Castlehaven, the Cork champions, and Dingle, the Kerry champions. And it finished as dramatic as you could possibly get. Castlehaven are the Munster Club Football Champions for 2023/24 after they beat Dingle on penalties 4-3. It finished 13 points apiece after extra time. The conditions made it such a difficult game to play, but it was a gripping contest. Absolutely carnage as well. Damien Cahalane, who played at centre half back for Castlehaven, jumped into goal for the penalty shootout. Then with Castlehaven's last kick, he scores his penalty, then hops in goal, and Dingle failed to score the last one. Cahalane runs out. Think he pulled a muscle on the way out, celebrating. Massive joyous scenes. Massive congratulations to Castlehaven. What an achievement. They are now into the All-Ireland semi-final where they will face off against St. Brigid's, who are the Connacht football champions. That is going to be one hell of a contest. Massive shout out to the likes of Brian Hurley, Cathal Maguire. They were fantastic for Castlehaven in this game. Michael Hurley went off injured. It still didn't hamper them, and they managed to get to the draw, get to extra time. It was such a battle throughout. It could have gone either way at any stage, but Castlehaven have won out. Absolutely outstanding achievement. Congratulations to them. So we'll run through this game. Even in the pouring rain, it was still a gripping contest at the TUS Gaelic grounds. To start the game off, it was an absolute arm wrestle. A very even first half was shaded 6-5 in favour of Dingle at halftime. Conor Gainey's free gave them a slight edge at the break. Castlehaven lost Michael Hurley and Conor Cahalane to injuries in that half. Brian Hurley and Cathal Maguire were leading the charge for them in the scoring department in the first half. In the second half, the back and forth nature and pretty much the way that the first half had been going pretty much continued into the second half. Now, with a few minutes left, Dingle were 2 points clear, and then Castlehaven were reduced to 14 men with the dismissal of Jamie O'Driscoll for a second yellow card, and it looked like Dingle were going to win. Watching the game live, I was convinced Dingle were going to push on, maybe get another point and get over the line for victory. Brian Hurley also missed a massive goal chance in areas like that. It just looked like maybe it was starting to slip away from Castlehaven, but they fought back, Hurley leading the charge as always, and they got the game to extra time. Now, in extra time, Dingle started far brighter. Paul Gainey fired first inside 13 seconds to put them 11-10 ahead. Then he converted a free to make a 2-point difference, and Tom O'Sullivan scored again to make it 13 points to 10 in favour of Dingle. And again, you would not be wrong to maybe think that Dingle could go on and finish that game off there. They probably should have, but Castlehaven again roared back into the contest. Scores from Cathal Maguire and Mark Collins with a boomer in the 73rd minute ensured that the contest would go to penalties, and then the madness ensued. Damien Cahalane, as I said, hopping into goal instead of the Castlehaven goalkeeper. He looked pretty solid. I wonder if John Cleary might give him a shout, see if he can coax him away from Pat Ryan's hurlers for next season. But in all honesty, it's an amazing achievement for Castlehaven, and it's one that they can be so proud of because that wasn't based off necessarily skill. That wasn't necessarily based off, in terms of talent. That was just pure hard work. They ran themselves into the ground. They left nothing in the tank. I mean, it's literally proven by the fact that the minute Damien Cahalane realized that penalty wasn't scored and he ran out to celebrate, he pulled the muscle in his leg doing so. Castlehaven gave everything they had. Dingle gave everything that they had as well. And that brings you on to the next thing. Dingle should still hold their heads high. Like, that was as even a contest as you could possibly have. And Dingle had the chance to win it. Like, Tom O'Sullivan had the penalty, the 5th penalty for Dingle. And if he had scored it, Dingle would be Munster champions right now, and they would be facing Brigid's in the All-Ireland semi-final. It is that close between these two sides. And genuinely, I put up my own quick picks video, and I made sure to stress, just by this much, I'm going Dingle. And it could have gone to Dingle. If Tom O'Sullivan scores that penalty, Dingle would have been Munster champions. But it was an amazing clutch save by Damien Cahalane. And then, of course, he then converts his penalty. And then the next one from Mikey Gainey goes wide. and Castlehaven are Munster football champions for 2023/24. To come out of Cork, to beat Nemo Rangers, they were underdogs in a lot of people's eyes going into that game. They didn't blow the world away against Cratloe and against Rathcormac, and that's why I think a lot of people thought that they were underdogs coming into this final against Dingle. But they were fantastic in this game. They absolutely fought for every ball. They fought for every possession. They covered every blade of grass. All of them, by the way, not just one or two. They were all putting their shoulder to the wheel. And if they carry that on against St. Brigid's, like, that game is very even. And Castlehaven will back themselves to be able to do that. Glen and Kilmacud Crokes are going to flake hell out of one another in the other semi-final. Obviously, Glen, I'll get onto them in the next video here on Cluiche as well. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Like, Castlehaven or St. Brigid's are going to get a Kilmacud Crokes or a Waddy Graham's Glen in the final who have been through war in the other semi-final. So it'll be very interesting to see and very interesting to keep an eye on. And there's the unknowns. What if a Shane Walsh or Conor Glass gets injured? That's something that we don't know. And like, so I would not rule out Castlehaven or St. Brigid's being able to take out whoever of Glen or Kilmacud Crokes in the final. Castlehaven, though, just enjoy this one. Munster Football Championship is an outstanding achievement, and they absolutely, thoroughly deserve it. Castlehaven, Munster Football Club champions for 2023/24. Massive congratulations to them all. I'm going to go do a review of the Glen Scottstown game. Keep an eye out for all the content here on Cluiche, guys. And until the next one, take care.